Hello. Today, we're going to be talking about the wings of the Enneagram system. In the Enneagram system, there are wings accompanying the main 9 types. These wings are the two fundamental directions that each type could be expressing its main motivation through. The two attitudes. The wings are presented visibly as a small W in between the main type and its respective wing, such as 6W5 or 6W7, etc. The two wings are the two neighboring numbers, which leads to 9W1 and 1W9 as well, as in the Enneagram 9 and 1 are neighbors. 8W7, for example, would mean a desire for power and control to attain security being expressed more radically and in a more outgoing way than 8W9, who is relatively withdrawn and stoic in the same pursuit, making 8W7 more like a phoenix or a lion, and 8W9 more like a bear, or like a human bank vault. 1W9s feel it's best to be unproblematic and measured to be ethical, and 1W2s feel it's best to be desirable and good to be ethical. 2W1s feel it's best to be ethical and principled to be desired, whereas 2W3s feel it's best to be cool and slick to be desirable. 3W2s feel it's best to be desirable and good to be cool. 3W4s feel it's best to be original and authentic to be cool. 4W3s feel it's best to be cool and slick to be original. And 4W5s feel it's best to be competent and smart to be original. 5W4s feel it's best to be original and authentic to be competent. And 5W6s feel it's best to be dependable and dedicated to be competent. 6W5s feel it's best to be competent and smart to be dependable, and 6W7s feel it's best to be outgoing and friendly to be dependable. 7W6s feel it's best to be dependable and dedicated to be free, whereas 7W8s feel it's best to be strong and resistant to be free. 8W7s feel it's best to be outgoing and friendly to be strong. 8W9s feel it's best to be peaceful and measured to be strong. 9W8s feel it's best to be strong and resistant to be unproblematic, and 9W1s feel it's best to be ethical and principled to be unproblematic. These are essentially highlighted the two major ways any type goes about their main desire, the main top thing that they value and fear losing. So for 1, they don't want to be morally corrupt, they don't want to fall off the path. For 2s, they don't want to be undesired, unwanted, they don't want to be hated or antisocial. For type 3s, they don't want to be they don't want to feel unworthy in the eyes of their social circles. For type 4s, they don't want to be dishonest, they want to stick true to themselves. For type 5s, they don't want to be uneducated and incompetent. They don't want to be dumb, essentially, or without speciality in something. For type 6s, they don't want to be unguided, they don't want to be left alone, they want to be part of something. For type 7s, they don't want to be trapped in pain or boredom. For type 8s, they are trying to avoid feeling vulnerable or controlled by others, feeling weak maybe. And for type 9s, they don't want to feel like they're in conflict or getting in the way or like they're too much. And of course, as I said, there are two ways of going about this that will oppose each other, and these are the wings. What is this shit? I will see y'all in the next video. I might do something other than Enneagram stuff. I might do Myers-Briggs, and then I'll move on from typology. and do maybe some Minecraft videos. Full on, not like I'm doing right now. See ya.